One of the world's biggest diplomatic deadlocks, security flashpoints, and humanitarian crisis. It takes everyone's hard work, beginning with real efforts from these two. The Kim-Trump summit, a pivotal moment, a possible game changer.
Catch our special program from Singapore, the DPRK U.S. Summit, only on World Insight with Tian Wei. Welcome back. World Insight with me, Tian Wei, coming to you live here in Singapore as the day wraps up and certainly the deal reached between DPRK and the United States. All eyes are on Singapore, where U.S. President Donald Trump and DPRK leader Kim Jong-un met. For the very first time during the talk, Trump and Kim agreed to establish new U.S. DPRK ties. What does that mean, and what would that mean for business? Particularly, earlier I asked Jim Rogers, one of the most well-known international investors, and who always have some fresh ideas as to where to put his money. Let's see, what is the investment potential of the Korean Peninsula? And for now, in our Singapore studio, we are joined by Jim Rogers, a well-known international investor and certainly chairman of the Rogers Holdings. Jim, welcome back to World Insight.
Delighted to see you, Wei. It's been a long time.
On Tuesday, the summit wrapped up. More investment opportunities for you?
When North Korea opens up is going to be the most exciting investment opportunity in the world.
So you are very bullish about that?
I'm extremely bullish.
You were bullish 3 or 4 years ago, and yet things didn't happen.
Yeah, but, well, okay. When it opens, it's going to be extremely exciting, and it's happening. You can see what's happening today and this week and next week. More is going to happen. It is happening.
It is happening. But what does that mean? I mean, if sanctions against the DPRK, whether it is unilateral sanction by the United States, for example, or the UN sanctions being reduced to a certain extent, and yet it takes a while, what would that mean for international investors like you?
What does it mean? It means as things open up, people who are in private equity, private investors, can go there and start a pizza parlor. You can do anything you want. Start a fashion label, whatever you want. For me, who invest in public markets, it's going to take longer. But there will be opportunities in the South Korean stock market. Find people who are going to benefit from the opening up of North Korea.
But you know, Jim, there are a lot of potentials that people have been looking at if the DPRK opens to the rest of the world. First of all, you got connectivity things going on. China talked about Belt and Road Initiative. If railways, roads really open, that's going to make a huge difference. Secondly, you see North and South could certainly more interacting with one another, not to mention Russia and some of the other players in the region.
In the North, they have lots of cheap, disciplined, educated labor and lots of natural resources. In the South, they have lots of capital and expertise. You have 80 million people on the Chinese border. It's going to be a powerhouse.
I see you're bullish about the potential. You always are, right?
On United Korea, yes. Yes.
Always optimistic, but there are immediate unpredictability we should also explore for our audience. For example, the political situation might hamper and shadow the investment opportunities at any time. That's one thing. The other thing is the internal issue in the DPRK when it's gradually opening up to the rest of the world, whether it's about communication with the rest of the world, whether it's about policy in line with the rest of the world, and thirdly, whether it's about the freedom of its citizens to interact with the rest of the world, all are big question marks there. Jim, can you handle all of them?
Yes. China had problems along the way. America had problems along the way as it rose. Sure, there are going to be problems. But you know the Chinese word Wei Ji? When you see problem, Wei Ji means opportunity and disaster are the same thing. When you see problems, remember Wei Ji. No, well, all they have to do is open up more and they have to convince the Westerners to remove sanctions. Right now, all of us capitalists in the West cannot do anything because of sanctions.
Jim, having said that, though, let me ask you further about the DPRK, because over the years, since Kim Jong-un became the leader of DPRK, he has been pursuing two tracks, mainly to complete the development of the nuclear, which the rest of the world knew already. Secondly, is to continue to develop its economy. Of course, the first goal sometimes hinder the development of the second goal. So, if nuclear issues gradually being resolved, or at least come to a roadmap?
If you spend money on defense, of course, it takes money away from the economy. But there are lots of entrepreneurs in North Korea. The last time I was there were hundreds of markets, private stalls, selling everything you can imagine. And there were plenty of customers. There were thousands of customers. They know entrepreneurship. They know how to make it work, and they're doing it now, and it's going to be even more successful.
If you look at Asia, this is, Jim, the growth engine of the world economy. That's why you're here in Singapore. That's why you're here in Asia. Look at that, what is behind us. Peace and stability does bring a lot of opportunities here. But from where Pyongyang is to here, it is still a long road in between.
Wait, can you imagine how much money there is to be made over the next 30 years as North Korea goes from where it is now to this? And it's going to happen. It's going to be just as exciting as what happened in Singapore and South Korea and Beijing and other parts of Asia. Same thing's going to happen.
Jim, it's always a pleasure to listen to you talking about investment opportunities and the outlook for the future as an international investor. Thank you so much, Jim, for being with us.
Thank you.
All the best.
My pleasure. My pleasure.
It's wonderful to be an optimist, at least a cautious optimist. That's my discussion with Jim Rogers, international investor. As we speak, the motorcade of the DPRK leader Kim Jong-un has been leaving his hotel in Singapore, St. Regis, and many expect it is on its way to the airport. At this time, we do not know its final destination, but his motorcade left the St. Regis, that is the hotel. Mr. Kim and his entourage stayed in Singapore for the DPRK U.S. Summit. And that is all the time we have for today. Tomorrow, we will still bring to you our special coverage of the DPRK U.S. Summit, more analysis from Singapore. If you'd like to see more, try to visit our website and also find us World Insight CGTN into your search engine. Check out our YouTube channel. You can also follow us on Twitter, Facebook, and see the Weibo from me, Tian Wei, and our team here in Singapore and back in Beijing. World Insight team, thank you for watching. Tune in again next time for insights across China and around the world. And look at that nice scene over there. Beautiful.